this is an introduction. This section of the presentation is a summary of roadmap updates for Dynamics 365 and the surrounding technologies. And anybody who's been looking at anything that Microsoft have been releasing, talking about in the last year or so, can't help but notice that Copilot is a major feature of all the applications. That's Dynamics, the whole Dynamics suite, but also the whole Microsoft platform and Microsoft 365. Every app that Microsoft has, and there's sort of around 170 of those, has a Copilot of some description. And then there's also the Copilot Studio solution, which enables organizations to create their own Copilots. So this slide really is just talking about how that really affects everything in the Microsoft stack can be used across your organization, and sits on top of the Azure OpenAI service and the global cloud infrastructure. We're going to be looking at some specific Dynamics apps as we go through this presentation. So we're going to start with customer engagement apps, and that really means Dynamics 365 Sales, or CRM as we all call it. 365 Customer Insights, or Marketing as it was known, and it really describes the loop in the middle, describes this. So we've got sales, marketing, and then service on the right hand side, which is customer service and field service. So the two applications, both of which also are in the customer engagement apps suite. All built on the common data platform, of course, and connects across all of your common data model infrastructure. So let's talk about sales and marketing to start with, and almost all of the updates that are in Wave 2, which is coming out in October, and many that were in Wave 1 were around Copilot and are around Copilot, and we'll see this as a theme across all the applications. So Copilot is in sales around the CRM areas, really in two areas. So there's Copilot in Dynamics 365 Sales, or CRM. So let's talk about that one. That's included in Dynamics 365 Experiences. So when you're in D365 Sales, you'll see Copilot. It's also included in Outlook, and it's also included in Teams. In order to use the Copilot in these areas, you'll need a Sales Enterprise or a Premium license. As I say, you will get experiences directly in CRM around Copilot. That's the left-hand side of this page. On the right-hand side, Microsoft has something wider called Copilot for Sales, and that works with Dynamics 365 or Salesforce actually as well. It also includes Copilot in Microsoft 365, and it gives you more experiences in Outlook and Teams, and also experiences in other applications like Word and OneNote. Okay, so those are the two different offerings. We're going to really focus on sales and marketing from now on, because this is predominantly the area that we as Nexa focus on. And it's sort of thinking about what is the point and the benefit of Copilot in sales and marketing, and it's quite different from how it benefits supply chain and ERP solutions. The main thing is, and why it is such a transformation, is because in sales and marketing there's a lot of written information to be recorded, okay? Conversations with prospects, meeting notes, all kinds of information that you need to record, and also to, from a marketing perspective, obviously, use in your marketing external collateral. And so there's a lot of text, and that can be recorded in lots of different places, and this is the challenge. So recording, summarizing, and creating good written information is really time consuming. Anybody who updates CRM or has to update CRM often finds that this is a time consuming task, and also it requires good English. Okay, the more you write good notes for yourself or your colleagues, the more likely that is to be useful. But of course, not everybody has the same level of English skills and communication skills. And of course, there's lots of places in CRM to write notes. Okay, so it's quite hard to know where to look if you're somebody taking over an account or looking at an opportunity, reviewing these things. So the idea with Copilot, and this is how it really works well, is to save time. Okay, so it saves time in all these areas, and we'll see how that happens in the next slides. Marketing or customer insights journeys, as it's now called, has really progressed very significantly in the last year or so. Some of these things are around Copilot, other things are general, but I just wanted to give you a flavour of the power of the customer insights application. So when you log in at first, you get this sort of getting started screen, this landing page where you can go and go to the sorts of tasks that you might want to do. So create a journey, create a segment, design an email campaign. One of the nice things with email, obviously it's still a very important marketing tool, and what we can do with Dynamics marketing is create dynamic content, targeted content based on rules. Okay, so you can have one email that goes out. This is an example for a health check. This is actually a prospect customer we've been working with who does health checks. They have lots of clinics, and they will have different types of customer who they want to market to, with different professions, different interests. But actually, they want to create one set of introduction marketing emails, or have one email, but they want the content to change dynamically depending on the target, the category of the contact that they're working with. And you can do this in Dynamics, so you can say, well, when we're contacting, let's say athletes, then we want the content, the pictures, various facets of the email to be different. It's the same email, you don't have to create 20 different email templates, it's one template, but you can change the content dynamically. So this is a very nice way of cutting down the amount of work that you need to do to create multiple emails. The other nice thing that we've got in marketing now, and something you can get Copilot to help you with, is give you content information. So I'm putting together the text I want to put in this email campaign. I want to be able to, I want some content ideas. Okay, I just want a little bit of help. And so you can put in some keywords. Copilot will create content ideas for that text for you. And you can then change the tone as well. So you can say, okay, well, what does that look like if we go for a more adventurous tone, or more engaged, or more formal? And so it's really sort of helping speed up the content creation process, which is quite often the hardest part, the longest time-consuming part of writing text, and it's quite an art. So it's helping marketeers. Another nice feature we've got is to be able to go and fetch styles. So if your email content obviously has to be based on your branding, your style. You might have 2 or 3 different types of branding if you're marketing within a company that's got different brands. And again, another time-saving feature is you can fetch a style from a website. So you can point marketing at a website, say, okay, go look at the styles on this website, take the colours, take the fonts, and so on. And that will create a template very quickly based on some existing content. Again, big time-saving ability. We can also, within marketing, do some checking. So we can check for spam. How likely is our email shot to be rejected as spam? And there are certain factors that make that less or more the case, higher or lower the risk. And this is what you see on the spam checker here. We'll do that for you. You can also preview what it's going to look like. So accessibility, okay, so can people with who are vision impaired, etc., be able to interpret and read this email as we would like. So you can try this with different email clients. You can see on the right hand side, you can check how it's going to look on each of these screen sizes and each of these clients as well, all just built within marketing. We also have push notifications, so we can push an email content out and create the design again for those within Dynamics. And the same with the marketing information that goes into text messages. So we hold the content of our text message. Basically, all the media that's going out, this would obviously be sent out through an SMS provider, but all of the content is held within marketing. We also have forms, so forms often can be embedded on your own website, or they can be sent via a link. Perhaps in that push marketing, you're saying, if you want to know more, or please submit some information, click on this link, and that can take you to a simple form. Tell us more about yourselves, and then we can obviously react to that information. It's all going to come back into D365 marketing. So, and the idea with having all this information, of course, is that so that you can create segments and also trigger-based marketing, which we'll talk about in a minute. And in order to create segments, one of the biggest challenges and time-consuming features is the fact that you've really got to know your data. Okay, what do each of these fields mean? How are you categorizing your contacts? How are you categorizing your products, etc. So traditionally, you need a lot of knowledge around how all that data is segmented. With Copilot, you need less knowledge, because you'll see here something called Query Assist on the right. This enables you to basically write out in natural language the sorts of contacts that you want to include within this campaign. And basically what happens is it uses Copilot to build up a filtered list using the data, because it knows how to interpret that text into the fields and filter those fields for you. So rather than you having to try and understand all the detail of how the data is categorized, somebody who doesn't know that can go and use natural language query to write how they want to segment these customers, these prospects. So that again is a very time-saving piece of information and a tool that Copilot is very good for. We also have now triggers. So on a marketing journey, typically you would traditionally have a segment. So you'll say, okay, this contact falls within this kind of segment, therefore they're included in this campaign. But with trigger-based marketing, you say, well, actually, if they respond to this email, if they click on this link, if they open form, then we can dynamically change the way the marketing journey is going to happen. So we have triggers now and channel optimization, and you can see on the left we've got a map of how the marketing journey is being built based on triggers. So a very powerful and really move over to more dynamic marketing, which is where Microsoft is a little bit ahead of the game in terms of some of the other marketing applications out there, because the dynamic journey can be effectively run in real time, virtually in real time. Other nice improvements are around analytics. So we've got analytics on these journeys. It's very important, obviously, to measure the efficacy of your campaign and your journeys, and to be able to improve how you design those and execute those over time. So analytics gives you that capability. You can see how each of these customer journeys that you've created is performing against across specific channels, but also in the round, and you can put up sort of scoring mechanisms as well about what you consider to be effective or not, and use that scoring to show the effectiveness. So marketing very much dynamic now, and using Copilot a lot to help save time. Let's talk about sales a little bit, or CRM as we might traditionally call it. This is changing as well. So this the screen that we're looking at here is called an immersive homepage. And traditionally in D365 Sales, you log on and you see a dashboard. And dashboards are very nice because they have a good capability of showing you lots of information on one page. And dashboards can be tailored and personalized as well for the user role. We have a new interface here from Copilot, and it's called the Immersive Homepage. And the idea with this is that it gives you suggested actions, opportunities to focus on how you're going to stay ahead, get the latest information. And clicking on any of these buttons will then take you into the relevant area. And we're using Copilot, or Microsoft's using Copilot, to pull that information from CRM and provide it to you in a rather different way than having all that information presented in one hit, and then you drilling down to it. So it'll be very interesting to see what Microsoft do with this. It's only in a very high level sort of preview at the moment, but we'll see coming over the next few months how this develops, and will probably change the way that we interact with CRM. Yeah, this is just another screenshot of progressing through with Copilot, showing you relevant pieces of information that you need. We also have in this immersive homepage a quick link via Copilot to the deal tracker, sales funnel, so that information on your own sales, how you're getting on with sales through deal tracker, what your sales funnel looks like in the various stages, business process stages that you've defined as well. We talked about Outlook, so Copilot for Sales within Outlook. You can add and update information in your CRM directly within Outlook. You see Copilot for Sales on the right hand side here, so you can not only view information but actually edit and update information directly within Outlook rather than having to leave Outlook. We can also, you'll see on the right hand side here, meeting information, so suggesting a meeting, again using Outlook to just quickly create meetings and have those linked as well to that particular prospect or that particular opportunity, very quick and easy using Copilot to suggest meetings. Other things in sales that Copilot's very good for is giving you summarized information, so what we call opportunity insights and account insights. So on one page here, this is two different screens of that one page, summarizing key information for you, summarizing product insights. If this particular opportunity has products within it, summarizing quote insights, so if you've got a quote or a number of quotes around this opportunity, and then competitor insights as well, so any information that we might have recorded about competitors and who we're up against. So really giving somebody who's perhaps new to the account or wants to be just very quick and efficient, very high level insights from all the data that's stored in different areas within D365 Sales. This really started out with Wave 1 and has been improved and increased as time goes by. So we'll see more of this sort of feature with Copilot. We also have lead scoring, so how important is this lead to us, and there are factors that can be set up in the system to score a lead higher or lower, really helping the salesperson to focus their attention on the leads that are going to be likely to close, and perhaps easier to get over the line than others. So lead scoring, again, a powerful feature, not just a Copilot, but a general feature of Dynamics Sales, and a very useful tool to help salespeople more efficient. Again, like with marketing, the analytics has improved a lot as well. So we've got a lot more analytics now available to us across all our sales activities, and be able to slice and dice that information in lots of different ways, and have that available to us on dashboards as well. One of the examples of that is a sales analytics decomposition tree. This is a tool that enables us to drill into specific bits of information here. So here I've got opportunities by territory, by owner, and those opportunities are around a product category, perhaps around a product. And if I click on product category, then I get the information underneath that for the products that we've got in our sales pipeline. So analytics decomposition tree analysis is again much richer and a very nice feature of Dynamics, and comes out of the box ready to use with D365 Sales. So that wraps it up for sales and marketing.